Now we're going to have a look at a very nice article that I analyzed for you, and we are going to discuss now. And it illustrates how to write a MA or BA paper. Maybe not necessarily in terms of structure, but like chapters and so on, but in terms of language. And this is an academic paper, so this is an academic paper which describes another series of reports and academic reports. So we have a lot of nice phrases that you should know how to use, and you should use in your academic papers. So let's start. This is the headline of the article. This is the source. You can go through the source, but I give you the entire article on our website, and you can download it. So, study finds doing this regularly is likely to prevent COVID-19 hospitalization. Okay, so this article is about exercise and how exercise can help you prevent such diseases like the virus, for example, that is mentioned in the headline. Now, here we have the introductory paragraph, and this introductory paragraph very nicely introduces the topic and shows us what the entire article will be about. So, multiple reports have been issued over the past month, carefully documenting many of the underlying health issues which make the chances much higher for COVID-19 infected individuals of landing in the hospital and possibly death. Okay, so that was the headline, and that was the introductory short paragraph. It's like a topic sentence. Basically, this is less of a paragraph and more of a topic sentence. So it's like a topic sentence for the entire article. So yeah, this is a topic sentence for the entire article. So it's not so much an introductory paragraph as it is a simple sentence. Now here we have a nice first sentence, introductory sentence to this section that follows. Foremost among these is a pervasive American problem of obesity and the often corresponding disease of diabetes. So this is like the first issue that is mentioned here, like the first issue that's mentioned here. And then we have something that you probably will need to do in your BA MA papers. So we'll quote a source with an opinion, and this is a quote with the source. So a New York Times report detailed days ago, right? So this is the source. This is how the source is mentioned, and here we have the quote, the direct quote. Okay. So young adults with obesity are more likely to be hospitalized even if they have no other health problems, studies show. So studies show is again within the quotation. There is a reference to some studies that probably are mentioned somewhere later in the text or were mentioned in the original New York Times article. So nice. This is a nice way to introduce both an opinion from a newspaper or from some research, right? Moving on, transition signal, and a paragraph introducing one more topic. Then again, a gray marked area. Newsweek reported Friday on new University of Virginia High School of Medicine, which found regular exercise is behind healthier immune systems that is able to withstand and beat the virus. I think I deleted a verb here, so we need to have the verb there. Okay, so we have Newsweek again. It's a newspaper that is quoted as a source here, and report about some research or study done by the Virginia School of Medicine. So again, we're quoting a source and an opinion from the source, or at least we're mentioning the source and an opinion from the source. Another transitional signal specifically, and here we have the introduction of the regular exercise topic. So the topic of regular exercise is mentioned here explicitly, right? according to the study, between 3 and 17% of all COVID-19 patients will develop ARDS, while available data from the Center of Disease Control estimates that between blah 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 will develop ARDS. So we have a quote here from the Newsweek report, and here we have the verb estimate, to estimate. So something estimates, right? So the study group or the research institute mentioned here estimates, right? So another nice verb that you can use in some scientific papers, to estimate something. And according to the researchers, right? So we have, this is another sentence which with an opinion or a statement of fact attributed to somebody else, in this case to researchers. So according to researchers, this is a nice phrase that you can keep in mind and also use in your BA, MA papers. Okay, and now we have a per the report. Per means according to, right? So, and here we have a series of quotations and opinions, which also include nice phrases and sentences that we can analyze and use in our own academic language. In his research, Jan studied blah blah blah. Okay, so here we have in his research, right? This is a perfect phrase that you can use in your BA or MA paper when you mention somebody else's research and when you write about a topic. Okay. Another nice phrase: these findings strongly support that. And there's the remaining part of the sentence. So if you write about some study that you analyze, these kinds of sentences would also be perfect for you. These findings strongly support that. Jan's study says. Again, here we have Jan's study says. This is another good example of mentioning the author and mentioning the source. Another one, our findings suggest, and there's the remaining part of the sentence. Our findings suggest. You can say the findings of Jones suggest, or the findings of this research paper suggest, right? So when you're describing some findings of a research paper. Then Jan had a research, and here you have the author of that research, right? So quoted from Newsweek. Dr. Jan added, right? So this is when you're giving a direct quote. Further, Jan emphasized that. Again, if you're quoting somebody or some opinion of some scientist or a researcher, you can say he, or further, Jan emphasized that, or Jan emphasizes that, blah blah blah. Okay, and that's basically it. There's just the ending at the very bottom that you can read, and with another nice quote, he said. So I marked the parts where you can kind of stop for a moment and ponder, or write them down somewhere. What I did when I was learning how to write BA, MA papers, I wrote these sort of sentences down, these sort of phrases down, and used them in my paper. So I just wrote them down on a separate piece of paper and used them later. I want you to read this paper once or twice. Use the dictionary to find the words you don't know to find the meanings of words you don't know what they mean, and basically that's it. So have fun with this article, and yeah, and that's it. So see you next time.